passive income.
And I'm not the only one. People like that treat it. Renee, thousands of dollars
changed my life. I did it on a part-time basis for 10 hours a week. I earned about $40,000 a year. There's no other job that pays with that little time.
The answer is absolutely happening. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Kitty Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on MS1.
I wish I could say I'm the genius for discovering.
Skip Holiday and the job that he's doing on Chris Paul's Skip. He's showing you what he's supposed to be all together. Skip, if you look at it, I think the game that if the Suns would have lose this series, they're going to put back on. They're going to say game 4. Drew Holiday was more important. He was picking up the joint. Devin Booker has 42, and we lost that game. But if you allow Holiday to come back and follow it up with 12 or 20, and you let Middleton shoot 50%, you let Giannis shoot 50%, Skip, you're not going to beat them. You can't let a team big three for get 88 points, 20 rebounds, and 24 assists. And people say, well, the Suns shot 65% from three, and they shot 50% from the floor. But hell, they let Milwaukee shoot 58% from the floor, and 50% from three. And when the games you thought was going to get away from you, Skip, you know they made 20% quarter? You know, y'all didn't go to bed. And Holiday, half of his points came in the second quarter. And he matched them. I fought Ronnie Williams because I couldn't understand why he was dressed and Booker at the same time. He was the rim protection and the score. But Holiday skill. These last 2 games, he's been sensational on the defensive end. And he's sacrificed some of his offense. If you look at it, they've given him the toughest assignment. He goes from having the guy Kyrie and James Harden. Now, I understand James Harden was not the same James Harden he was before the hamstring. And then he goes and has to deal with Trae Young. And then the other came out, you got Book. Now, we need your CP3. So he's had tough assignments. And so maybe the offense is suffering a little bit. But he put together a complete game. And when he plays, if he plays like this, they're almost unbeatable. Because Giannis is going to be Giannis. And Chris Middleton,
Michael Keaton.
I've never seen a guy.
Exactly what I was thinking of.
I can't believe it. That's always exploding.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Not a guy.
perfect time to
It
shop
swings so much.
or just scroll over to Wally's World and see.
One game he looks like a guy that belongs in the G.
We are your hosts. I'm Travis
And
Kelce, my big brother
the next
Jason
game,
Kelce.
he looks like a guy that should be first team all NBA. Did you see the shot that he was making down the stretch?
Every single Wednesday.
Cat Bridges is all in his grid.
Make sure you subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
The last two, after Thanksgiving, we saw him go 6 of 23 and score 11 points. We've seen him score 14 points after coming out 30 points before.
Got another fantastic episode, listeners and watchers out there.
Difference in this ball game, and he made the difference. He made his presence felt.
Shout out
This might be one of the first series that we're going to go back and look at the 2 biggest plays of the game.
And we're going to break down some of the biggest storylines from around the league, as usual.
And when he
But
called
first,
Devin Booker, but the
as
problem
always,
is because Devin Booker is so and when he turned his back and he looked back around, I'm going to beat him. Snatches it,
animated special. For those of you that either watch Travis and I's
and you know, Skip, I'm coming to the conclusion
or watch
that
the
Milwaukee's big three
entire
is just that.
Christmas
They play
special.
their best. If Milwaukee's big three plays their best, the Suns big three plays their best. Who you taking the Bucks?
Dude, I did such a
Okay. I didn't quite see the same game you saw on Saturday
We're going to have
night.
to ask Peter and Marie.
I've had that at one point in my life.
Let's reiterate what happened. Phoenix comes out like gangbusters, and they just blow them off the floor in the first quarter, and it's 37-21, plus 16 after.
First men are talented. It was fun watching him work.
He does
And it goes into
an interview and he said, "Look, you just got to settle down." I'm like, "Settle down? You're done, man. You're getting wiped out tonight, and you better be thinking about Game 6 at home, seeing if you can hold yourself in force against And to your point, Giannis is out, and all of a sudden Milwaukee goes ballistic and goes on a 44-23 run in the second quarter. But this is what was even worse. This is at Phoenix. This is as crazy. I just texted with Lil Wayne after the game. He was courtside. He said he has never been in a more electric atmosphere with a louder crowd than he experienced on Saturday night in Phoenix. So that's going on. And guess what the Bucks do? From the end of the first quarter until the 9:08 mark in the fourth quarter, they go on an 87-57 run. They beat them by 30 points over that stretch. That'd be
you guys were kind enough to
and a little bit of quarter four. A 30-point swing in the game. How do you do like that? And then, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Here comes Phoenix back again. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It was Chris Paul being guarded by Drew Holiday, and Chris said, no, not in my house. And Phoenix goes on a 25-12 run down to the 37th
ended up raising a lot of money now, 2 years in a row.
And that was led by Chris Paul scoring 13 of the 25. I thought he was sensational in the fourth quarter. So my point is that Drew was guarding him, but Drew wasn't having much success.
The next set of new news is a dessert has been named after
reiterate.
first we went sandwich and now
this is a 12-foot float. It's a 2-point game that they were all the way down to a 2-point Bucks lead. And guess what?
let us know.
He scored 40 in back-to-back games that turned into both games.
Philly area
Well, that's never happened before in finals history. So what happens? Devin starts to dribble the ball to the floor. I'm calling timeout. I just said, let's just get a timeout here. Because I'm thinking about don't let him set, but I've got the ball in the hands of the guy that I love. I'm going to live and die with Devin Booker.
You throw
So what does Book do? He's still a young player. He dribbles in, he's dribbling, passing. He's got Tucker on him. And Drew. And he dribbles to a spot where he could have gone up at 15 feet or maybe 10 feet and shoot his shot. But he thought, well, I got this. I'll go deeper, I'll go deeper. And all of a sudden he gets the honest. Where's he going to go? He's 6'11".
He's going to turn around and shoot the fadeaway. He totally forgot about Holiday.
He'd already left him in the dust, but now he's coming back out of the dust, and he just takes the ball completely out of his hands and goes the other way. And Giannis takes off running. That's what I love the most about Giannis is he will hustle his butt off. He gets more hustle buddies than anybody I've ever
some fan mentions of the week
observed.
right now
So
from
he is
user
flying up the court and he gets the lock dunk and Chris Paul not the game is over basically. I'm gonna shut it. And then what happens? Giannis misses the free throw so badly. He breaks it so badly. It comes all the way back out to him to back to Middleton and gets fouled.
Here's the thing. Everybody in the building know he gonna miss it. I know it. You know it. People saying Mark Jackson, I'm sure everybody knows it. Chris Paul said it. We know he's gonna miss it. Yeah, and he takes a huge risk because he back taps with Bryant. He doesn't back tap with Chris Paul and get him run out.
Very sacks.
Okay.
First of all, let's get back to this. I don't mean to be rude.
This is the first one I'm thinking. Is he going to leave the door a little open for a game time 3? But he makes the second one in the game. So basically, so here's my point. Game 4 in Milwaukee and Game 5 in Phoenix came down to
I would gladly
remind everybody, unfortunately, what Chris Paul did or didn't do in Game 4 with 32 seconds left. he's got the ball. They're down two
worried
at that
about
point. And so that play, he just lost the handle. He carried the ball in his left hand for a second, and then he just lost the handle, and Drew Holiday took it away and went the other way, and Middleton gets a run out. That's ball game. Right. Okay, so my point is this. These teams are stunningly evenly matched. Where it has come down to one play in each game. The Chris Paul play, and then the Devin Booker play. And if you execute, if you cash in on both those plays, we might be having a different conversation because Phoenix could be in the driver's seat, the catbird seat, a championship. And instead, they couldn't convert the one play required to win the game. And Giannis actually got lucky that he missed his free throw so badly, because if he had missed it conventionally, we're just okay, and then here we come again, and it would be a 3-point game, and then we'd have a shot. Somebody could get a three to top.
The game has really come down to this. The Bucks are plus 28 in rebounding, plus 32 on offensive end, which if you play is 31 more shots. So it doesn't do you any good.
We already talked about the African drum incident that we played.
If you allow them to grab the rebounds, but Skip, if you watch this game, did you watch what Holiday and Middleton was doing this shit for? They were playing it like an old soul record. They got whatever they want, whatever it is. Did you see? I'm like, hold on. Either go to a zone or get Chris Paul out of Middleton and Holiday. Because they're getting what they're getting. If we need a when have you known someone to attack Chris Paul? Well, they did it. Now you see the skills. We talk about basketball script. We normally don't talk about it unless it's Shaq. Shaq can move people. LeBron can move people. Only Dwight Howard could just move people out of the way. Look at Chris Paul. I mean, Drew Holiday. He's doing it, Chris Paul. He's backing him down. He's got some inches on it. And he's got some years.
I forget the main guy.
He can jump a little bit. Chris doesn't jump much at all.
Even if it's true or not true, I love the fact that
get Chris Paul off of one of those guys. Let Chris Paul play Tucker.
I guess so.
Let him play Tucker. Let
a little bit of pep band. I feel like I remember you being in the pep band
that may be
for
Chris's
basketball games, or were you just up there with
I'm going to take him.
No, I was just
got
up
it.
there because those were my boys, and they were
in the second quarter, Skip.
some funky beats in the Heights pep band.
some
He shot
masterpiece.
17 of 24. 17 of 24 from the floor. 71%. They shot 6 of 9 from 3. 67%. Okay. 3 of 3 from the free throw line. And then they followed up in the third quarter with another 36 piece.
Okay, I got it.
Either way, though,
Yeah,
they definitely.
if at the end of the game you had not seen the game, and I just showed you the final box score,
Basketball.
if you broke it down and looked hard at it,
Coach Cap transitioned right over to Barry
Milwaukee
Hughes.
won the game.
Right.
Because you look at the good things that Phoenix did on their home floor.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Luke scored 40, right? And Chris Paul scored 21 on 9 of 15 shots and made all 3 of his threes. And Ayton went 20 and 10. Now, that's pretty good. And they only lost the rebounds by 2. So at least they were in the ballpark, right?
That one, remember that offensive
I got it.
win the offensive rebound and half was
But look at Mikal Bridges.
We
He
actually
goes
have another
5 of
high
6 and
tie
3 of 3
shout-out
from
from
3.
user,
That'll work. And Crowder was pretty good, 4 of 7 and 2 of 4 from 3. So my point to you is, they didn't play badly. They made 13 of 19 threes. That would usually work, right? Okay, so everything I showed you just comes down to one play. Who's going to score 42 points? He needs to score 42. Okay, well, maybe, but I'm just saying the way this game broke down, if he had scored 2 or 3 more points,
13, right?
they could win the game.
If you take 8 now they're gonna bring Lopez in. Lopez plays on the
David
box.
the Enforcer.
He got Bud, got him smart. Hey, I need you down on the box just small. When Bobby Portis comes in, he's crashing the boards.
He does.
Okay, Connaughton comes in, he's crashing.
This is actually from
What's surprising about me is that a team that crashes the board like they do, the Suns don't get more runouts. Why? Because Chris Paul is not trying to push straight. So now they don't even worry about it. Everybody's crashing the ball. Because they're not concerned about run-out. You should punish your team. Because everybody's crashing the ball. You get the rebound, throw it, we get layup. But we're not seeing that from the Suns.
Yeah, they won the first quarter, 37-20. Go figure.
They thought the game was over. I didn't see the game turn like this. Now I've seen games that don't work out that went back into it. But Skip, you down what, 16 points, and somehow you go into the half with a lead. How? Well, you shoot 51%. You shoot 60% from the three-point line. That's how you do it.
He was all in on it.
It's like the Suns just stopped playing defense. Ain't a Skip ain't nowhere. 17-24. I guarantee you took those guys out there and said, okay, hit the shot that you hit in the game. I guarantee you they wouldn't go 17-24.
Yep. Okay. I would agree. Bottom line, final thought is that DeAndre Ayton put up decent numbers, 20 and 2. But you know what? He doesn't dominate. He looks the other night. He for his talent. He looks like he felt like he really didn't belong out there on the floor in Game 5 because Giannis is playing much and freely, and that's
Don't ever get it twisted.
Don't ever put it across.
Center.
And now get 20% off in the Wendy's app when you include a
Put
cross.
this guy in the middle.
and confidently that Ayton does. Ayton still looks like he's not sure he can do this. And I don't love that for them. So if you want to do big three versus big three,
that's enough
y'all
for
still have
Cleveland
all kinds of
Heights.
shooting, especially on the road.
Let's get to our last transition, which comes from New Heights' favorite. Oh, that's right, Shannon Sharp posted a TikTok of himself unboxing
Well, that's because
special
Ayton is taking
package
solo every
and Travis
time.
and
What was the number one rated? Forrest Jordan to the middle. You have a coming from the middle. You let it go.
That's the cardinal rule of basketball.
And every time,
Forget the baseline.
every time y'all go to the baseline, he was going to draw the ball. Now, at some point in time, Monty Williams, everybody keeps telling me how great a coach he is. And he gives some great little speeches. But at some point in time, you got to tell Aiden to cut the baseline off, send them into the middle, and help it coming. That's what the Jordan rules were. Do not let it go baseline. Force him to the help to the middle.
And we've seen one time that Phoenix said, let's build a wall and force Giannis to beat us. We'll just let the others score. And that's been the magic formula to reducing Giannis to his population in previous series and previous years. Well, they don't do that. Monty's just sticking by his guns, maybe
I'll
start
never
to
expect him to ever
Hey,
maybe if I
Get how Giannis is getting his buckets. He's going baseline. He's forcing you to foul him. He's going up and under.
or he's just more aggressive than you are on the offensive glass.
Thank you to the
Oh yeah,
Chiefs.
absolutely, absolutely. But Skip, the thing is, I mean, if you block Giannis and then you block Giannis, here comes Portis. Here come Cottington.
Yeah.
Here come all the PJ Tucker might have 4 rebounds. 2 or 3 of them will come on the offensive end.
No dumb questions.
That's it. You know, Monty keeps saying it's simple, okay? Just do it.
Yep.
Dumbass people.
I got it.
And Monty said after the game, we
Can't get
just
on
need to
board
wait
with that.
one
I don't
more
know
to get
what
back on the plane. Thank you
morals
for
are.
watching.
No Dumb
Hit
Questions is
subscribe
brought to you
here
by
to
our
get
friends
the latest from the show. And be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed or go watch any other segments from our other shows.
Have the cherry ice pop.
Cherry Ice Pop, yeah. Tropical Punch.
The new flavors, cherry ice pop and tropical punch, are only available in
Star. Never stops.
Man, I just don't sit there.
Moving on to No Dumb Questions.
I just got to come to the realization that maybe the Sixers are just the best team.
Twitter.
And we can get into this and talk about the coaching and timeout situation and all this and all that. But maybe, I mean, Joel Embiid is the best player on the court.
Question.
Now, you can make a case that obviously I think Jason Tatum is the second best player. It rotates from game to game. Is it Jaylen Brown or James Harden? James Harden had 2 games where he said I was second best player on the court. But the consistency-wise, they just have, I mean, the Celtics just haven't been consistent enough. Jason Tatum gets off to these horrible starts. He starts 0 for 8, 0 for 5. He gets it going, but it's too little too late. And they have very, very little impact on the game. He looks like he have a nice stat line, but he's 11 for 27. He's 9 for 25, which means that he's been very inefficient. He's trying to take, he's taking shots to try to get them back in the game, and it's exacerbating the situation. James Harden has been excellent because he's been able to control the game. The other night, he only had 8 shots, but he had 17 points, 10 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 rebounds away from the And then when you get Joel Embiid, it's going to be Joel Embiid. You're the MVP for a reason. And then you get Tyrese Maxey throwing in 30. And you're going to lose this game. And you're going to lose this game every time. And you're probably going to lose the game in convincing fashion like you lost games. If you let Joel Embiid get 30, you let Maxey get 30, you let him get 60.
Individual.
And you let James Harden control the game like you control the game. You're going to lose just like you lost the other day.
I'll squirt.
Jaylen Brown has to get he starts right. When he gets some foul trouble, he's guard hard. Harden is so trapped in drawing fouls. And so now he goes to the bench, he gets out of a rhythm. He doesn't get back into that rhythm. I'm taking 6. I'm saying it feels like you're and I thought the Celtics, this has been a very, very disappointing season for me.
Have you ever trusted someone to score you?
The Bucks and the Celtics, especially if they crash out the Bucks, already probably the coach to let you know how disappointed they are in this season. But this will be horrible for the Celtics because I thought they would set the best team all year in the Eastern Conference. And to go out the second round after reaching the NBA Finals last year would be a huge disappointment. It was.
Okay, so I thought Philadelphia was the first best team in the Eastern Conference all year long. I picked them from before the season, picked them into the playoffs to win the East.
Moving on.
And yet, I don't have my confidence
Favorite
tonight.
Christmas movie?
I don't. And I'm going to
And
warn
also,
you.
is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not?
Boston is a
Settle the
2.5
debate
point favorite in Philadelphia tonight. That's what the odds makers think of Philadelphia.
Die Hard, we gotta just knock
It
that
will be. Thank you for bringing that up. One more thing, because I got not one, I have 2
What's the difference?
that could hinder my ability to win this game. I didn't pick the Sixers in 6 games in the series. Doc, in his career, with a 3-2 lead, has lost 6 times. It's a lot of losses in playoff records. 6 times. The Sixers in 6.
Cannot watch that shit until
Number 7.
Doesn't work.
doesn't hit.
But
I don't know what you're thinking. I think if you leave the 3-2 lead, I'm not so sure he's going to be a bad coach.
I don't think he should be a head coach.
I mean, you lose 3-1 to Atlanta.
And I'm the biggest Doc fan.
Yeah.
But listen,
Just picture
you got the goods this time. You got a squad. You're deep. You've led the league in 3-point shooting. You've led the league in 3-point shooting. You have the MVP. You have James Harden on any given night still playing at Houston level.
Yeah.
But they didn't
Okay,
make
that brings me to James Harden.
What is your favorite
He also has a long and bloody history in this league of big game failures and no-shows. Close out games just when you
That's the one that
least expected.
filmed
He
in
just
Cleveland.
disappears. Well, I don't need that tonight because this other team is just too good to disappear on. And you saw what happened the 2 times James disappeared in this series. Disaster happened because he is the maestro. And Doc said after game 5 in Boston that he was a magician. It was actually today. He was a magician today, and I agree because Chad, you were talking about basketball genius. He's a genius.
I probably
He can see it and feel it and anticipate. He led the league in assists. They got a lot of league leaders that it all should add up to. That's why Doc is on something of a hot seat, but right now the seat's 3 games to 2. You don't have it's just like the Lakers situation. I don't want to see them have to go back to Boston. They won 2 games there. Can you make it 3? I would not love that.
Right.
So they need to close the deal tonight. They need to slam the door tonight. What do I see from this Celtics team as opposed to last year's
original
team?
too. I like the
Last
original
year's
Grinch.
trademark
I like any version of it.
defense.
Yes.
They don't defend at the level last year's Ime Udoka defended.
Robert Williams is not the same defender skills. That knee, Al Horford, every minute.
Yeah, it's hard.
They have turned into, and this is Joe Missouri's way, their three-point offense team. And if I look at the stats from the year, they shot 40% of the as a team this year.
When's the last time you saw
34 and 2. Well, it's hard as a team to shoot.
No way you
47 but again, they were 34 and 2, so they did it a bunch
I
of
love
times.
Chevy Chase.
When they
I
shot
just like Vegas
40%.
location so much more.
They were 29 and 28. So they are living and dying off the three-point line. And obviously in game 5 in Boston, they pretty much died. They shot 31.6%. Okay, so not one time in the series have they shot above 40%. They did have the one in game 2 when they just had the they blew in game 1 with no Embiid, and Embiid came back. They were 20-51. So said, let's take more threes. So they almost doubled their three-point. They were 26-51 in their attempts, and they made 20. If you can make 20 plus threes, you're going to have a real shot at So I'm looking at this series, and Philly has done a very good job of defending them as best you can. Because they got a bunch of snipers, man. They got a bunch of people.
The thing that they know that they got,
That doesn't
we can
no
close
doubt
out.
question.
We got somebody that's going to be just going to be in the paint.
They got that.
So Skip, I ain't worried about it. Go on in there. Y'all see what happened to Jalen Brown? You remember?
Celebrator active
Just
energy.
remember.
Make sure you drink it.
Alrighty, it's time to shout out our next partner, and that is PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports.
Instead of battling thousands of other players, you just pick more than or less than 6-player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in Vegas.
To get this 92% PrizePicks is bringing you gifts early this year with 12 days of Picksmas. From now until Christmas, PrizePicks has a new promotion every day for new fans.
Yo, Picksmas Christmas.
Okay.
Prize Picks Picksmas. The daily promotions will range from payout boosts to discounted projections. Phoenix Suns Kevin Durant. Slim Reaper only needs 1 point on Christmas Day to make you a winner when you're placing an
And now for the portion of this ad reading labeled personal experience presented by talent outside of Travis and Jimmy because we are all players who cannot participate. That's right, our cute ass intern Brandon, get in here, How was your week?
Talk about it. He was the biggest reason I picked him this year because I thought he would change their face of their defensive mentality. Because he doesn't care about scoring. You say, well, you need to make it. And he does need to make a couple of plays. You make one here and there. Okay, that's fine. But even if he goose eggs, if he can bother Jaylen Brown after the first quarter, if he can kind of shut him down for 3 quarters, it falls back on Jason Tatum. He has taken by far the most shots from the field, the floor, and from 3. He's taken by far the most free throws. And yes, in this series so far, if I look at Jason Tatum's stats, he's 30.6% from 3. Okay, he's averaging more than 7 attempts a game, and he's making only 30.6. Let's call it 31%. It's not good enough. Okay, is this going to be tonight's his night? It better be, because I don't care how I'm a Jaylen Brown fan. I'm telling you, when I compete against him, he scares me the most. But the reason he doesn't scare me all the time is he just doesn't get the basketball that much. Jason Tatum will have the ball. He will have the green line. He's going to shoot the ball. Now, will it fall? Because the other day, when they shot 12 of 38, they had a bunch of open looks. They just about Al Horford went 0 for 7 from 3. Was he going to go 0 for 7 tonight? I doubt it.
Well, I mean, he at least scored some points. He ain't got to be over 7 for 3, but can he get a couple 2s? Can he get more than 0 still? Can Darren White give him more than 7?
All those guys can get hot-handed. It feels like it's going to be a 3-point contest. But I do love the fact that Joel, playing with a small tear in his knee, finally said, hell with the brace, it's bothering me. It just irritates me, it annoys me, and he took the brace off and he just put a sleeve on to try to keep it as warm as he can. And I'm sure they're putting some icy hot type stuff, trying to just keep it as warm as they can. Okay? And he seemed to be a little freer in his movement in the last game. So we'll look.
get
when you win that award,
delivery in 2 hours or less.
you got to live up. And it's like good news and bad news. The bad news is you got to live up to it. So I expect him, if you're that guy, you need to take this game home tonight and your house.
You know everybody's good. When you win that award, man, everybody good. I deserve that award. That one will call me. I want to enjoy. He faced Georgia. It's my award. Give me room. Keep alive when David Robinson got it, and the kid faced Akeem, and Akeem and his lunch. So I don't know if Austin don't have anybody that can do anything with Joel Embiid. But as a team, we got to say, well, hold on, guys. We just got to keep Joel and let him have 34 and 10.
How's it feel, Travis?
If he goes against 30, 40, okay, we gotta live with that. But it's his presence and free throw. Like I said, he might not make but 8 shots. He's going to the free throw line 15 times.
Well, in the regular season, he averaged 12, and he averaged making 10.
Yeah, so that's 10 points. So that's
3 the other day.
So that's 13, and then he makes 10 field goals out of 22, 23 shots. That's 20, so that's 33 points right there.
That's what happened. And of those 10, 5 of them might be done.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's all
He needs to do that tonight. He needs to block 4 more shots tonight. He needs to offer 4 or 5 more shots tonight. He needs to have an MVP performance. And Tuck has been in his ear constantly saying, don't do it. Don't sleep on us. You've got to. You're this guy. You're this good. You're by far the biggest baddest man. Okay, so the MVP is there, and now what is Jason Tatum saying in his head right now? He's saying, I can't beat him at his own game. I can't go in the post and terrorize him. But I can outplay him. I can do it the way I do it. Because I'm, what will get him 6'8", right? At least 6'9".
He's like, hey, I'm all over this too.
First team. Okay, so here we go. It's going to be one of those two needs to rise and shine. What I don't need is for James Harden to have 7 turnovers, 8 turnovers, right?
But he's 3-2 right now. Because game 2, game 4, game 5, he's right.
But the Friday night, I told you, it took like 5 years off that line. I'm out of my mind. I'm screaming. Ernestine's running around the corner saying, what happened? What's wrong? James Harden's wrong.
James Harden's killing me.
He's killing me. Okay, and then he turns around and has virtual
say he'll go get 42 and get some 3 in the corner.
Yeah, and he should from 3 in the series. He should 42% from 3 through 5 games.
Yeah,
that'll work.
He's playing 2 ball games for 3.
That is correct. Okay, so I just need him to be okay enough. I just need him to play a fairly clean game. I don't care if he scores 40 because Joel should be that guy. Can Tyrese make 4 threes? Maybe not 6, but 4, that would help. Okay, so I'm picking him, I'm sticking with him. I still think it's going to go to the wire, but I don't love it. I don't think it's going to be any cakewalk.
You think Celtics, you think the Sixers could go back to the guard and win the game 7?
I don't. I just don't. It's Boston Park. It's the Celtics. They were in the finals last year. If you give them life like Lakers just gave Golden State life, I just don't think they're going to lose that. Just on sheer will. Just going home, that crowd would be crazy. It would be hard to win. Not that they wouldn't really have confidence, but hey, these games, the pressure does shift to the home team because the home team knows Game 7 is not in this building.
But see, Skip, the thing is that you got to jump on early because the crowd will start booing. They get down by 10 points, give the crowd, go start booing. And now you guys got to beat the team, and I got to beat my own crowd.
That is correct. Once upon a time, these things were 2-3-2. So now,
where the guys are lined up.
If you got in this position, you say, okay, now we got 2 chances.
It just looks like shit's going on, and
but once upon a time, I was in Utah in 1998, and the Bulls were, they had a shot in Game 6, but Game 7 we're going to be back in Utah, and you know what?
They probably should have been done away with this format, Skip. They did this format because the teams were promotion. So instead of going back and forth, let's just go ahead and stay there for like a week.
And also, the media had to say in this because it was hard on the media to keep fly and expenses went through the roof. So here we are.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans.
I've never seen that
here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon.
He's like, hey, if I I
go
toss
watch
as
a
I get
few
a passing
segments from our
touchdown.
other shows on
I have to ask
FS1.
Dick. He's got some improv to him. I've tossed him a few laterals in my day. That he's been on the receiving end, so he can definitely definitely improv a little bit. But I'm gonna have to ask him exactly what happened and why he tossed this.
Yeah.
And if it's for the passing touchdown, I mean, I respect it.
Who wins the scoring title this season?
Well, whatever.
Man, Skip, I go back and forth with this. As much as I want to run, because I think the three guys, Skip, none of them have won the scoring title. So it's going to be very important because when it's all said and done, Skip, LeBron won one. But when you get toward the end of your career, you're like, I hang it up. He was a scoring champ. He was this many times MVP. He was this many times All-NBA. All that matters. Giannis already has 2 MVPs, Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, All NBA player like 3 or 4 times. This about to be unanimous again. Something nobody's done. Joel Embiid wants to be a scoring champ, maybe an MVP of the league. So it's going to look good on your resume as you start to walk when your career starts to wind down.
Dude, I had a front row seat to this.
I'm going to say Giannis because I was looking at LeBron. The thing that concerned me about them guys is the hardest schedule still. But they got on road games at Dallas, at Utah, at Phoenix, at Golden State. What's the most concerning thing, Skip, is what happened? No, they fall so far behind. Now, then what do? Obviously, if it's a close ball game, let's just say throughout the course of the game doesn't get within more than 10, 12 points one way or another. But we've seen the Lakers get fall behind by 30, 35 points. When it's kind of hard to play, just like the other night, he had 19 against Minnesota. It's kind of hard to keep a guy in the game, even when he's chasing the scoring title. You down 35, and you in the start of the fourth quarter. So I'm gonna say Giannis because Giannis gets the bucket so damn easy. I mean, I'm looking at the thing last night. He had like 21 points and they only taking 9 shots. So I'm gonna go Giannis, but I'm not gonna be surprised if at the end of the night Joel Embiid leaves because if he plays tonight, you think everybody can stop him. Unless you just basically say we're gonna do anything we possibly can to make sure you don't surpass LeBron tonight and double it to get the ball out of his hands. But if the White Howard tried to play him Joel Embiid is gonna be about 15. But I'm gonna say Giannis. But I know people will say that LeBron wins the title. He's had the stat. Well, if LeBron doesn't think about it, in the 4 games that they've won, Skip, he's averaged 40. That's what it's taking for them to win. I mean, sure, I'm sure he would love to score 25 and be out and play 30 minutes. But he's having to play 37, 38 minutes, score 40, just for them to win these games. And we're not talking about no Bucks here. We're not talking about the Phoenix. We're not talking about the Milwaukee or the Miami Heat. We're talking about a lot of these teams. Not going to be that Toronto looks like they might get into the not the play-in. They might be the 6th seed.
He's an absolute beast.
I'm gonna take Giannis. I'm gonna take Giannis.
Defensive secondary, man.
Speaking with your head or heart, I'm trying to figure out which one it is. It's sort of.
Well, you already know my heart
But I think your head is saying, I don't want to go there. I don't want to jinx him. I don't want to put too much pressure on him. It's too much to ask of him. It is not. It's over. It's a done deal. You can get. He's going to win the scoring title. It's on a silver platter. It's perfect for him.
You say, Bucket, you know what happened.
I know he's going to win. He's going to win. You use the phrase, all that matters. Well, all that matters to LeBron right now is to win a second scoring title. It's not just a second, because that pales by comparison to Jordan's 10. If you can win your second at age 37 and you're 19, now you got something that you can hang your hat on. Now you can trumpet that. Now you can look on your resume and say, well, look, he did win a second scoring title this late in the year. No one's ever done that before. So that's a no one's ever done that before. Achieved, right. And now I look at the magic formula. You say they fall behind by 35 points. That's it. That's the magic formula, because if they do, it actually puts LeBron in a better position, because then you get just fire away. Okay, well, I'm exaggerating. What they do, they routinely fall behind like 20 points. It's like second quarter, mid-second quarter, you look up, they're down 25 points. Well, it's beautiful for him because then there's no guilt at all. There's no compunction. You just fire, and you can mainly fire from 3.
I don't know what's going to happen.
It does rarely, but it's like routinely rarely. Every, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 games, you'll get a hot hand. It might not go for a whole game, but he might go for 2 quarters. Yeah, where he'll just have the hottest hand. Where he does this. I've gone crazy, right? Crazy hot, where he might make, 4 of 5 in a stretch. Well, the point is, he's attempting 7.9 a game. Well, if you look at his 2 rivals, they actually attempt a lot for their size, but Embiid attempts 3.7 threes a game, which is exactly what Giannis attempts, 3.7 a game. Giannis has come way up, because once upon a time, you felt like he couldn't hit the rim. But 3.7 is a lot for him, but it's not even in the ballpark of LeBron's 7.9. So LeBron has an easier path if he gets hot from 3.
But here's the thing, though, Skip. If LeBron got the foul call, look how many free throw attempts Joel Embiid shoots. He is running away. It's not even close.
One at a time. 3 is bigger than and better than 2 is better than 1, right?
Just for the sake of argument, I shoot 8 threes. I make 3 of those. That's 9 points. Joel Embiid is going to the free throw line about 13 times a game. He's an 80+% foul shooter. So he's going to make 10 of those. So he's already in front of me.
Get some momentum going.
What did I say the other night? I predicted back in Cleveland LeBron would score 50 points. What did he wind up with?
Some of them stole my autograph. That's it. God makes it easy for companies to call and yeah, even Bridges. Who stole it? I'm pretty sure.
We're finally starting to get this.
Yeah, we're really starting to have a fucking
great one.
38.
Okay, so he had 38 points. What was he from 3? He was 0 for 4. So if he makes his 4 threes, what happens? He's got 50.
Yeah, even if he doesn't make, if he could never get close, if he's 2 for 4, 3 for 4, now you're like, okay, so now you know he's going to stay in the game.
Because highly capable of going 4, 10, 11. Sometimes he'll shoot 12 threes.
He went, what, 7 of them?
Okay, so now we get to shot attempts per game. LeBron has now taken the lead over Luka. He's at 21.7 shots attempted per game. That leads the league. Okay, you just picked Giannis. He attempts 18.5 shots per game, so he's more than 3 shots. That's a lot over time. It's a lot of more shots for LeBron. So I'm giving LeBron a better chance. In the confines of the offense, losing is not the priority. I'm sorry, winning is not the priority anymore. While I was thinking of Giannis, losing is what you don't want to do. So he's trying to still play basketball within the confines. It's hard for Giannis to go outside. It has to happen organically. It has to happen within the flow of the game where all of a sudden they're not guarding him doing this or that.
He gets so many points. I mean, Giannis, you look up, Giannis is 16 of 19, and he's 6 of 9 from the free throw line. And you look up, he's got 40 points on 19 shots because, it's layup, dunk, and he's at the free throw line. But Skip, to win scoring titles, Steph Curry has 2 scoring titles. He's finished second in shots per game both years. Kevin Durant has 4 scoring titles. He's finished twice second, third, and fourth. Jordan has 10. He's been first 7 times in shots.
There are more than
3 times.
70,000
So
events.
this notion that somebody's going to lead the league in scoring while attempting the 7th, the 8th, the 10th most shots per game, you and I both know there's never been a guy that efficient.
Okay, except for KD, would you say his worst was 4th? Okay, that's spectacular to me to be 4th in shots attempted and lead the league in scoring. That's efficiency to me. That's rare. It usually requires a commitment to I'm going to shoot the most shots because I want this scoring title.
You know what? LeBron James probably would have won more scoring titles. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, he shot 82% from the foul line instead of 75%. He would have won more scoring titles.
Okay, what happened in the other year that LeBron won is back in 2000.
Right.
This is a long time ago. LeBron's played a
All right,
long
now,
time.
92%ers, let's
Okay,
talk
what
about
happened that
something
year?
that's been
LeBron
a
led the league in shots over Kobe Bryant, and he won the scoring title
Let's
over
talk about it,
Kobe
Trav. I've
Bryant.
been
So
using
it usually
81 every
goes
day for the last
hand
year.
in hand.
And it's becoming the
Okay,
foundation.
so he's now leading the league in shots because he is hell bent to win this scoring title. And I don't care what you say. Now that losing is no longer the priority, it actually helps him to fall behind in a game because then he just goes crazy.
But Skip, you say losing doesn't matter. It does matter because it's going to look really bad